you don't already know, Back 4 Blood is an upcoming 4-player co-op zombie shooter made by the creators of Left 4 Dead. Today we're diving deeper into the new PvP mode called Swarm, how it works, and what you'll be doing, maybe even a little bit of strategy. We'll also talk with Turtle Rock's lead game designer on Back 4 Blood, Brandon Yanez, to help piece it all together. Before we get there though, let's start off with the reveal of a brand new PvP trailer and see what it's like in action.
Yes, sir. Let's see it.
That's one down.
When I was young, I climbed up too high just to touch the
Oh yeah. Some cool looking zombies.
no prescription, shoot for number one.
Kid got the AC going in his mic.
I'm surrounded.
You can hear it?
This is what happens when you don't stick together.
Oh my gosh. So are those like boomers?
I'm a monster, I'm a hunter, let my demons show.
Oh yeah.
Pushing them back.
Hit the gas
It's like the bile.
now or never, live forever, I'ma take what's mine. Heart is pumping, keep it coming, blood running high. Feel like even lightning strikes, dangerous like dynamite.
This looks sick, dude. Oh.
Here they come.
Yes, sir. Back 4 Blood, baby. We're gonna get early access.
That looked intense. So there you have it, guys. Back 4 Blood's PvP mode Swarm. To hear more about it and to take a deep dive into the gameplay and the mechanics, we have Turtle Rock's lead game designer on Back 4 Blood, Brandon Yanez.
Yes,
Brandon,
sir. Let's see
can you
it.
tell us a little bit about the inspiration of new PvP mode and what makes it fun and unique?
Of course, so just like our previous titles, we really enjoy bringing new ideas to the table while retaining the spirit of the genre that we're working in. So Back 4 Blood's PvP is heavily inspired by our previous titles that mix survival, fast action, massive monsters, and a touch of horror. So our goal is to make a balanced and fun PvP mode with just as much replayability as the main campaign.
So what's
Yes!
the structure of the game like?
We love
can you
that.
play
We love
as
replayability.
Can you play as
Yes.
cleaners and ridden in one match, or are we swapping between the two?
Yeah, so it's played as a best of 3 match. Teams of 4 take turns swapping between the ridden and cleaner players. The job of the cleaners is to scavenge supplies, find a good place on the map to fortify their position, and try to last as long as they can. The ridden's main objective is to kill the cleaners as fast as they can. So this is achieved by choosing the right ridden to counter the other team's strategy, using mutation upgrades, and by coordinating attacks with other AIs and players. As the round progresses, the swarm moves in, so this increases the size of the ridden attacks and shrinks the playable space, sometimes forcing the cleaners out of their favorable positions, right? So when a cleaner team is wiped from the field, the points are scored for how long they survive. Then both teams swap, and then they go at it from the other side. The team that runs the clock the longest as the cleaners is the winner.
Now, I understand you can play as all the different cleaners in both co-op and PvP. Do you have a favorite character that you play as?
So I have a couple. I play Mom a lot. She's a badass with a sawed-off shotgun. She adds a lot of
Mom?
survivability to the team. She can also instantly help teammates that have fallen during battle. All of our cleaners have special perks, so that one is hers.
Let's jump into another trailer that goes a little more in depth on the Ridden's progression through PvP. Check it out.
Alright, let's see it. The Reeker, the Wretch, Exploder. Twilight, yo, thank you for the sub, bro. Appreciate it. Hawker. Okay. I want to see the one-arm dude. Hey, I appreciate the subs, y'all. Thank you. Tall boy, overhead smash. Tall boy! The Crusher! That's my favorite. Wait, the Bruiser looks cool. Oh yeah. Power up and enhance abilities, baby. Yup. Looks sick, dude. Disgustingly awesome. David, who's the coolest looking
so
one, dude?
Brandon, we just saw that each different Ridden has their own variants as well as their own mutations on each variant. So can you expand a little more on these special abilities and how
Like
they
that
work?
Crusher,
Sure.
dude.
So at the start of each round, players can choose between 9 playable Ridden, each with their own unique abilities. So for example, the Stalker can pounce a player and pull them away from their team, or an Exploder can time their detonation in the middle of a group of cleaners and fling them all in separate directions.
Now, knowing that each Ridden has these different abilities, how do they change and improve throughout a match and improve the Ridden's chance of winning?
So as the Ridden battle against the cleaners, they gain points. They can spend these points on team-wide upgrades called mutations. Mutations upgrade and improve a lot of different things on the Ridden side, from adding effects to their abilities. They might buff the common AI waves in size and strength. So the really cool thing is so they affect the whole team, and they persist between rounds. So as a Ridden team starts to coordinate their upgrades, things can get pretty wild.
What are some strategies that the Ridden team can take on in order to get a leg up on the competition?
If the cleaners are really sticking together, you can swap to the Wretch and vomit on their location. That's going to cause them to spread out, right? This is going to open up a whole bunch of opportunities for your other Ridden players to attack, right? So if you get them to spread out and there's a Stalker nearby, Stalker uses the Chaos to grab one of the cleaners and drag them off into the swarm. The Wretch's vomit also slows their victims, so if a Tall Boy who's naturally pretty slow can attack one of those slowed characters, they're going to really be able to pummel them. Another good one is if a Exploder waits for a cleaner to go revive their friend, they can use that as an opportunity to charge in and
strats,
get in on
dude.
them, sending them flying and doing a massive amount of
Zombie
damage.
strats, bro.
Sounds pretty brutal. So with that being said, which is your favorite Ridden to play as?
That has to be the Tall Boy. It's pretty easy to pick up and play, and I have a lot of fun hitting cleaners across the
Dude,
map.
Tall Boy just looks
Speaking
fun.
of fun, let's
So, like,
talk
smash
about
it
weapons
stuff?
now.
That looks
Throughout
so
the
fun.
trailers, you can see a number of different weapons. Can you go a little deeper into what those weapons are and how they work?
So we really wanted to expand on the amount of choices the player had in Back 4 Blood with their weapon. So of course there's handguns, shotguns, LMGs, SMGs, sniper rifles, and a whole bunch of other types of weapons, each with sort of
Yes,
like
dude.
a unique character feel to them.
Now, how deep does this weapon customization go? I really want to know. What are some of the different attachments and options, and how do they change the gameplay overall?
Absolutely. So there's a lot of different customization options for your weapons. So throughout the world, you can find scopes, silencers, stocks, sights, all that good stuff. You can mix and match them. So there's a ton of options.
Last question. Do you have a favorite type of weapon?
Absolutely. So as I said earlier, I really enjoy playing Mom, so her shotgun is definitely at the top of my list.
Ah, that's a solid choice. All right, we've learned a little bit about how it all works, the cleaners, the Ridden, the mutations, as well as how the customization works for the weapons. Thank you so much for joining me, Brandon, and for giving us a little bit more detail on Back 4
Wow.
Blood's new PvP mode, Swarm.
That's
Thanks
sick.
for having me. I can't wait for everyone to get their hands on this game. We're all really excited.
I can't wait either. The good news is that you guys won't have to wait too long. There's an open beta coming up on August 12th with an early
August
access
12th.
portion on August 5th available to those who pre-order.
Yes.
That's all for today, but Back 4 Blood still has a lot more to reveal in the coming months, so stay
Dude,
tuned.
is that it?
Bye.
Well, like, I thought it was gonna be like 30 minutes. That was like 10 minutes. David, are you impressed?
No,
You're not impressed?
not at all.
Really? Why? Why not?
If that's the only PvP mode, that's dumb. Because it's just a time thing. It's not like they're, at least in Left 4 Dead, they play through the levels and then you can play as infected. But if it's just a time thing, then they're just standing in one place trying to survive.
But do you think that's the only game mode they'll have?
I mean, if that's the only thing they're showing, then I don't know. I mean, I hope that there's more.
Hope there's more as well.
I'm just saying, if they can't outdo Left 4 Dead's content, then they're disappointing me.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead is like a 12-year-old game at this point.
True, true. I no, I definitely get that though. I was thinking when they shut off the time, I was thinking there was gonna be another version of Swarm that didn't have the time, but you think each Swarm mission just counts on time, trying to get there in a certain amount of time?
Well, it's just how long they survive. It's like, oh, they survived 3 minutes and 51 seconds, and then until they died. So then it's like, oh, then they switch sides, and then they see if they can last that long. If they last longer, then they win. If they don't, then they lost the
Yeah.
round.
I
That's all it is, just survival.
I mean, it is replay. That could be pretty replayable. That'd be fun. You know, the different like zombies and all that make it fun, but they've got to have a little more.
I mean, they only showed
Huh?
3.
They've got to have a little more. Wait, but wasn't it 3 different versions though? Like there was like 3 different versions per type, right?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's just mutations and whatnot when they play the match.
Yeah.
Because if anything, they just split like a Left 4 Dead 2 infected 3 times. They turned like a boomer into like, they just divided each of his power. A boomer could vomit, he could also explode, and he could melee people. They just seemed like they just split it up in 3 different
Yeah.
versions. Same with like the spider-looking guy. I mean, he pounces like a hunter. He can shoot stuff like a spitter or something, and then he could, I guess, hop around like a jockey.
Yeah. I don't
Tall
know,
boy is
dude.
pretty much just like a charger.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff they just hadn't revealed yet though. I'm hoping, because I mean, it looks good, but I feel like there needs to be like a scary, something that would really sell it to me is like a little more unique zombies that aren't based off of Left 4 Dead ones. Like these are obviously based off of Left 4 Dead ones. There's maybe like one of them that wasn't. Well, actually no, yeah, because there's a tank. One was based off of a tank basically, and one was based off of that other one-armed dude. Or was that the tank I'm thinking of? I'm not too sure.
Well, a charger is the
Charger, yeah,
tall boy.
yeah. Charger's a tall boy, yeah. So I mean, basically, they're just basing it all off of Left 4 Dead. I like to see one that's not based off of Left 4 Dead. Like I know they're not gonna do like they're probably not gonna do like a witch or whatever like they had in Left 4 Dead. But just something OP and scary like that that would knock your socks off when seeing them in a level would be great. Or at
I
least
mean, they
just
showed
more
off the
unique stuff.
giant ogre, but I mean, honestly, to me, that doesn't look like it randomly spawns. It seems like it looks like scripted.
Yeah,
like
like a
the giant
boss.
thing.
Yeah. It needs to be random, bro. If it's like a random like thing that'll just like come in and just wreck.
And plus, if they don't have this, I know they're doing their dumb, weird card system thing. But if there's not a way where I can control that or like make it how I want it, then I think that's dumb.
Yeah, I get you.
I hope there should be custom game settings or something.
I think there'll
'Cause that
be.
would make it a lot
They
more
said you can make
replayable.
your own deck, but I think they said like you draw cards from that deck. But I know what you mean. You want to be able to pick specific cards from that deck.
Well, exactly, because
Yeah.
if the levels can just be random all the time, but they choose like what enemies spawn, then I feel like that's kind of lame because it's like
That is lame,
If-
yeah.
where it's like, oh, only this kind of enemy spawns in this level, where I'm like, that's kind of a bummer. Why not just have all of them, and let me control that? I don't know. I can make my own kind of games.
Yeah. I hope they have a random aspect to it. I hope it's not like really scripted. Characters look pretty cool. The weapons look kind of cool. I don't know. I want to have high hopes for this, bro. I want to have high hopes for it, and I hope it's not a bust. That's it. I just hope it has good replayability and that it actually takes over Left 4 Dead. So that's what I hope, dude. Frick, man.